From the digital ashes of a centralized world, a new movement is quietly taking root, its tendrils reaching through the cracks of a system many believe is fundamentally broken. They call themselves pioneers, exiles, builders of a new digital Eden. This is Exodus, the story of an unlikely coalition of engineers, hackers, and philosophers who have declared their independence from the internet we know, and are now constructing a new one from scratch, an internet built not on surveillance and control, but on the radical principles of absolute freedom and individual sovereignty. This isn't just about new technology. It's a declaration of war for the soul of the digital age. They operate in the shadows, communicating through encrypted channels and using pseudonyms that have become legends in the underground tech scene. These are the architects of what they call the free stack, a suite of technologies designed to be impervious to corporate greed and government overreach. We gained access to their fragmented world, piecing together a mosaic of their ambitions through whispered conversations and leaked manifestos. At the heart of their efforts is a project codenamed Privacy Chain, a blockchain so profoundly anonymous it makes Bitcoin look like a public ledger. Unlike conventional cryptocurrencies that can be traced and denonymized, Privacy Chain uses a novel cryptographic method called zero-knowledge proofs on-chain, creating a digital smoke screen that renders transactions invisible to any outside observer. Think of it as a digital black hole for data. One of its lead developers, known only as Nix, explained to us in a garbled voice message. What goes in never comes out in a recognizable form. Its financial privacy is a fundamental right. It's not a feature you pay extra for. This philosophy extends beyond mere transactions. Another cornerstone of their new Eden is the sovereign wallet, a concept that redefines digital ownership. It's more than just a place to store crypto. It's a decentralized digital identity, a vault for your personal data that you and only you control. Imagine a world where you do and need to hand over your personal information to a dozen different companies just to exist online. Your sovereign wallet holds your credentials, your social connections, your health records, all encrypted and signed by you. When a service needs to verify your age, you don't show them your driver's license. Your wallet simply provides a cryptographic yes or no without revealing your birth date, your name, or your address. It's a paradigm shift from data as a commodity to data as personal property. We're not asking for permission to be free, Nix continued. We are building the tools to make freedom the default setting. But perhaps the most radical element of this movement is the emergence of what they call crypto-anarchist communities. These are not just online forums. They are proto-societies being built on the foundation of the free stack. Using decentralized autonomous organizations, or DAOs, they are experimenting with new forms of governance, resource allocation, and even law. Rules are encoded in smart contracts, disputes are settled by algorithmic reputation systems, and membership is open to anyone who subscribes to their core tenets of autonomy and mutual aid. It's a vision of a society without rulers, where code is law, and every individual is a king in their own digital castle. This is the ultimate expression of their exodus. Not just leaving the old internet behind, but building a new civilization in its place. At the epicenter of this rebellion is an anonymous, almost mythical collective known only as the Outlaws. They are the vanguard, the ones pushing the boundaries of what is possible and what is permissible. We followed their digital breadcrumbs to the heart of their most audacious project, a fully decentralized, censorship-resistant platform designed to host anything and everything, beyond the reach of any corporation or government. They call it the Outlaw Web3 platform, a name that is both a provocation and a promise. It functions like a ghost in the machine. Its content distributed across thousands of anonymous nodes around the world, making it impossible to shut down. If one node is taken offline, another instantly takes its place, like a digital hydra. Data isn't just stored, it's shattered into encrypted fragments and scattered across the network, only to be reassembled for the intended user. The story of the Outlaws is a stark illustration of the fundamental conflict of our time, the relentless push for control versus the unquenchable thirst for freedom. On one side, you have the tech monoliths and state actors building an ever more perfect digital panopticon. Every click is tracked, every preference is cataloged, and every dissent is monitored. Your data is the fuel for their algorithms of prediction and control, shaping what you buy, what you believe, and even how you feel. It's a world of digital enclosures, where the walls are invisible but the constraints are absolute. They offer convenience and security in exchange for your autonomy, a bargain many have willingly accepted. The cage is comfortable, one former Silicon Valley engineer who defected to the movement told us, but it's still a cage. They want to create a predictable, manageable digital citizen. An algorithm's dream. On the other side stands the outlaws and their allies, armed with cryptography and a fervent belief in the untamable human spirit. Their outlaw Web3 platform is a direct challenge to this new world order. It's a haven for the censored, a library for the forbidden, and a public square for the silenced. Within its architecture, there are no terms of service, no content moderation panels, no central authority to appeal to or to be shut down by. It is a world of radical, and to some, terrifying freedom. The implications are staggering. For activists living under authoritarian regimes, it could be a lifeline. For journalists exposing corruption, it could be an unbreakable shield. But for those who fear the darker corners of human nature, it represents a Pandora's box, a place where the worst impulses can flourish without check or balance. The outlaws are unapologetic. Freedom isn't safe, their anonymous founder wrote in a public manifesto. It's wild, it's chaotic, and it's dangerous. But it's the only thing worth building. We are not creating a safe space. We are creating a free one. As our investigation reaches its crescendo, it's clear that the battle for the internet's soul is far from over. The digital Eden these pioneers are building is no longer a fringe experiment. It's a parallel reality gaining traction, a silent exodus of talent and belief from the mainstream web. Governments are beginning to take notice, and the architects of the old internet are starting to fight back. The very existence of platforms like the outlaw Web3 is seen as a direct threat, a declaration of digital secession that will not be tolerated. The forces of control are mobilizing, preparing to lay siege to this nascent digital frontier. This is not the end of the story. The conflict isn't over, it's just changing shape. The next season will not be fought in boardrooms or on battlefields, but in the ones and zeros of the code that will define our future. The war for the new digital Eden has just begun.